All right, so we should have it so that it can show up on our website. We just need to make sure we have all of these files, which are different websites we've done, inside of our My Websites folder, content, and then we have our multimedia folder, which will have all of our images. Okay, so you need to make sure you have all of these saved onto your computer. You should have them in your drive as well. If you need to, if you have everything here but not on your computer, just download and then you'll have to extract the zipped files. All right, so to add more information onto your image, you can add a title after the alt image. The title equals Google's icon logo. And again, a lot of this stuff is depending on what your image is and what it's there for, that sort of thing. For your alternative text, try and be as descriptive and clear as possible with as few words, obviously. But for your title, well, not your title, your file name, that is completely up to you. Like if it's a picture of a dog, you just write dog, and then your next picture's dog 1, dog 2. But you could do like the breed of the dog or what the dog is doing. Okay, dog jumping, dog running. Just so that when you are looking through all your files, you know which picture is what. Okay, so go ahead and hit File Save to update. All right, so I zoomed it in so that y'all could see this a little better. I'll go back to it. So whenever you want to add an image with a caption, use the figure and figure caption elements like this. Okay, so we're going to add a figure, then a line break, and then figure caption, Google's icon image, and then close fig caption. Okay, so let's go ahead and add that around it. Figure. Okay, I'm going to delete the right there. We're going to do a line break. Fig caption. And then we are going to do Google's icon image. Okay. I'm going to hit File Save. And then I'm going to go update or refresh my page and see if it worked. Okay, did not update. Figure, short break, big caption, figure. Go ahead and File Save again, just in case. Okay. No, it's not working. Shh. All right. So we'll leave that for now and kind of come back to it to see if I can figure out what's wrong with it. So we can have a picture in source, so you never know what size screen a visitor to a website is using. So students, you'll need to make sure any image they use is appropriately sized independent of the screen. One way to do this for images is to use the picture element and source element. Okay, so picture element holds at least one source element and the image element. So don't try and stack a bunch of things into it. Each source element has one required source set, like the source attribute for the image. And the value of the source set is the URL of the image file. So let's move into an example. All right, so image 1, a large window Google logo. Save as Google logo large to your multimedia folder. So I'm going to save it. So I downloaded it, but I'm going to change the name. So rename. Child folder. Right click, rename. Google logo, large. Alright. And then I need to move this into my folder. So into, let's just copy, go to desktop, my website, content, multimedia, and paste. I'm going to send this to Google Classroom for y'all too. Okay. All right. So then we need to save this file as Google Medium. These will be in the assignment. This one will be the small icon that we've already got saved. Okay, and then we're going to do some example code like this. All right, so go ahead and get those typed in and save to the right place. Okay, so we create a picture tag. We're going to add our media, our large and medium logo. Okay, to type this out, source media equals minimum width 800 for your large, source set equals, do your pathway. Okay, quotation dot dot / content / multimedia / Google logo large, or whatever you saved it to, .png, and then close it, and then just copy and paste this line, select it, copy, and then create a new line, and then paste it, and then just change the file name to medium and the size to 600. All right. Then we need to do our icon right here. So I'm trying to copy and paste.
I'm about to get scoliosis.
So I'm going to go to File, Save, and I'm going to update this. Save as. Desktop, my websites, content, media practice. Yes. There we go. All right. So we just need to make sure our files are in the right place, but we have our alt text, which means it's reading the code. So again, I just need to make sure all of this is updated. Okay, so if I go to my downloads, medium, my websites, content, multimedia. Okay, so now I've got the medium and that icon. Do the same thing. Click and drag it over to the large. Refresh. And it should be working. It'll fix. Okay, that's fine. All right. So this is the practice part. So with scalable vectors, all right, the SVG images are graphics drawn using formulas. You can use Google to research possible shape elements. You can also add different style attributes such as color using different codes, using CSS, and this will this code here will make a black rectangle on your website. So let's just do SVG width equals 300, height equals 200. Rectangle width equals 200. Height equals 100. Close it. And close the SVG. File save. See if it'll update. Yeah, so we have a black rectangle now. So that's just an example of how that can be used to just create images in your website.